What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. My pastor and one of my favorite YouTube channels, Corey Leotis Holcomb, stopped by Cam Newton's show. And shout out to Cam Newton. I see he is grifting the Club Shay Shay look. And at first, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was Club Shay Shay. And it just goes to show you that when you're successful, people gonna copy your style. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. Shout out to him, right? Not mad. It works, so hey. He's trying to put it and make it better. So he brought in Corey Holcomb. And of course, Corey Holcomb is gonna shake things up. This is what he always does. Now, at a certain point, Corey Holcomb, who is not shy by a little bit, nor is he PG-13, decided that he would reveal some information about rich men and money. And boy, this got a lot of sisters pissed off.
I don't think monogamy exists. I think every once in a while you meet a dude and he only with his girl. Very rare. We are men. We, especially men who have means. If you're a man who has means, you have women. And if you say it ain't true, you're not being genuine. I know your girl probably watching, but if you could just think how sweet it would be if you could talk to your girl for real. Do you know the harmony that might be able to come from that? But you didn't pick a girl you could talk to for real. You picked a girl that you're willing to act for as long as you can keep her. That's what most people are in that situation. But we men, we got money, especially men who got money. You got girls. You can't not be with them. There's too many beautiful women in the world to just lie to one girl and be like, look, I'm only with you. That's some bullshit, man. Get out of here, man. I can't be with nobody like that.
But you keep mentioning certain things. I'm curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your...
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So, women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time.
So let's talk about this. Corey Holcomb does not believe monogamy should exist for a man who has means. You have women. All these women are pissed off. Now, let's look at some of these comments here. Sensational. Stop giving everyone a microphone, which is crazy, boo, because this guy is a legendary comedian. He been had a microphone. If you lack sexual discipline, just say that. Dr. D Baby, non-monogamous men ironically tend to be some of the loneliest people on earth. They're surrounded by ingenuity, users, and betrayal, and they know it. You even have some brothers here. Where is the morality amongst men? Self-discipline, spirituality, just nuts and vibes. So let me just, discuss that. And a lot of the ladies are upset, quite naturally so, because they feel, every woman believes that they deserve a rich man. No woman wants to hear that she is not worthy of having a man be faithful to her and take care of her. This is what a lot of women dislike to hear, that, hey, not everybody can have a rich guy, or not everybody can pull that off. Women don't want to hear that. And you know what? I don't even waste my time telling women that at all. At least not anymore. I mean, hey, if you can get what you can get in life, sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you have the opportunity, anything is possible. But we got to call it for what it is. One of the reasons why a lot of men that have money feel very similar to Corey Holcomb is because, well, first of all, it's possible that they could be monogamous. But who is a person that could make you not want to be monogamous anymore is the question. Who is such a person that I feel like if I were to deal with them, they are so special, they do so much for my life that there is in no way I would want to leave them. Where is such a person? And that's the question that I think fundamentally that we ask, okay? It's almost like Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is worth, or is going to be paid $500 million in this Kansas City Chiefs contract. But now the question also remains with Patrick Mahomes. How much money does he bring in to the Chiefs? And I know sports and relationships are different, but the situation is he brings in way more money to the Chiefs than they're spending on him. In most cases with most men, on an average setting, I'll be honest, women are beautiful. Women are great. They're beautiful again. The many can be super intelligent, super bright. But the reality is that for my time and my investment, does a woman actually feel that she needs to be X, Y, and Z for me? Then somebody will say, well, you just haven't found the right one yet. Okay. So if a person hasn't found the right one yet, then what do you think they're gonna do? They'll find the right 2 or the right 3 or the right 4 or the right 5 or the right 6 or the right 7. Because ultimately, how many times do you feel like you have found the right one, and you might have for a time, and then you're doing X, Y, and Z, spending, investing. And do you know what happens a lot of time with men in relationships is that you start getting less and less and less. You don't get more. People get comfortable. So once you break up with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, and you look at their next relationship they have with someone else, and typically they don't even go back and get into a relationship. They're just out there getting their cheeks clapped. The guy that they're dealing with or the guys they're dealing with are doing so much worse than what you were doing for them. And so as you look at that, you're like, so I was faithful to this person who really on the open market, nobody feels like they would do that same for her. Look at Tia Mowry. We can all say Tia Mowry is beautiful, ambitious, attractive, maybe quirky, fun to be around. But now being with her and being faithful to her is different, mainly because as a man, Tia Mowry don't feel like she need to do anything for you. So that's why men of means start to kind of understand that this is some of the dilemmas that they're having, because a lot of women don't want to do a lot for guys to the level that a guy has to do for them. If you can find a woman that is willing to put that effort in, I mean, you don't have to teach her and complain about it. Again, and nobody wants to be in relationships where you have to tell somebody, babe, you're not giving enough effort. Babe, you're just too entitled. And I'm telling you, like, this is not all women, but it happens regularly where women expect that, look, you're supposed to be doing stuff for me. Like, I'm the real prize here. I'm the real situation here. And women can be a prize, just like a man can be a prize. But come on now, like, at to what point do you feel like you need to give to a person? That's why you have guys, if they're rich and married, which can happen, they have a lady that, hey, is trying to be competitive in the relationship. So many times in the black world, and I talk to guys that have money all over the world, a lot of men just feel like, no, she's not even trying. Like, she's not even trying. She tried it first, now she's not trying at all. And then now they got this new saying, I'm just a girl. Okay, so I'm supposed to just do all of this for you. And now what do you need to do for me? And this is the reason that most men, because it's easier to deal with one woman. You're busy, you're at working, it's easier to deal with one. But a lot of it is, if you want to talk about monogamy and having different chicks, that's true. But a lot of dudes can also just deal with one woman if the woman is worth dealing with. And how many women want to be competitive, competing for a man? And I hate to say this, I know I was trying to cut my thoughts off. Relationships are hard work. Relationships are very, very hard work. They're not easy at all. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of love, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of everything. It's difficult, okay? And a lot of ladies think that relationships are very fairy tale-like. People romanticize and glamorize marriages and weddings. That's not really what it is. Businesses and relationships are work. It takes a lot of work to make them successful. And hey, you're going to be out there in the nitty gritty with this stuff. And if you don't believe that that's going to be the case, you don't need to be in the relationship. That's just what it is. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Pretty sure for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.